What's up, weirdo? Shadetree Surgeon here, and I'm just coming off an incredible adventure, an unexpected journey across this great land on a motorcycle that wasn't supposed to do it. The Dirtster, baby, Plan B. We were going off-road, we were heading towards Canada. It's amazing what that thing can do, and I'm back here with the mail-order glide, about to jump on this land barge, this hunk of crap, because the Sportster didn't make it back. It is currently in Virginia somewhere, and yeah, it didn't make it back. That's a story for another day, because I can't go get it today, but what I can do today is hop on the mail-order glide and go have some beers with my friends. The question is, after letting it sit out in the elements for a couple weeks while I was out on an adventure, will it start? I asked you a direct question. It's not time to die yet, mail-order glide. You still have work to do. I said live, damn you. Die? The Bangkok bagger does not simply die. What is dead may never die. And you got miles to go before you sleep. This is hell, and I am the devil. So while the Bangkok bagger lives on while under some modicum of protest, unfortunately, the Dirtster Raw Dog old Plan B, that bike is dead in the water right now. Not the engine, mind you, a bunch of other stuff. Again, that's a video for another day, but it's up in Virginia somewhere in the mountains, and I aim to go get it, but I ain't getting it today. And hey, man, since it's out of my reach, it's out of my control, it's on the side of the road in the Virginia mountains, what can I do? I can do nothing. So I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to do something, but I'm not going to worry about it because I can't control it. And in the immortal words of that sage philosopher Walter Sobchak, and hey, I might be ad-libbing here just a little bit, but you know what? Fuck it, dude. Let's go riding. Man, I wasn't even gonna go riding today. I have so much laundry. I just got back from my trip, by the way. And I have just, a week's worth of road laundry to do, dishes to do, trash to take out. And, I'm still following Walter's line here. Fuck it, dude. Let's go riding. But I got about a million things to do. And I was gonna do them. I wasn't even gonna bust out the bike today. I was gonna be a responsible boy. But it don't take much to, veer me off the straight and narrow, okay? My straight and narrow is real narrow. And my balance is kind of bad. And the minute my buddy Eric texted me, old Buffalo Bill, and said, hey man, I just took out my bike for the very first ride today, the bike that I loaned him, by the way, and I ran it out of gas. I said, you know what, bud? I'm coming. This ain't happening. So you mean to tell me you ran a bike with a 7.5 gallon gas capacity out of gas?
No, it was delivered to me that way.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's right. And when I get it back, I better have the same amount? No, full. Damn it. How much did that thing cost to fill up, Eric?
$32.
$32 to fill up a motorcycle gas tank, but
$2.
it is a 7-gallon tank.
I promised to return it with as much gas in it as I got it with.
I don't know how you're going to return it. You're going to have to play it safe, because I don't know, you might not make it to the house. Yeah, but what are those vintage boots, though, dude? Those are probably worth like $1,000 on eBay.
They're $1,000 boots, motherfucker. This is my drink. Are you drinking this? This is the only drink you can drink when you're riding a bike.
The Weizen Radler? That is the most Euro, I can't say that word anymore. Oh, non-alcoholic Radler? The Radlers are already pretty much non-alcoholic, Eric. I don't know how.
Special.
We'll say you're a Euro LGBTQ. Eric, for a Euro LGBTQ bar, he's actually got a lot of cool toys. Maybe in another episode we'll show you guys what's under the curtain back here. The other bike, the XLCR, well, it's an Ironhead. Of course it doesn't run, Eric. And of course the Booger, the Westphalia that Eric's gonna start making YouTube videos in. Like he's starting soon. You borrowed a camera from Flip, didn't you? Eric, YouTube videos coming soon. Or what are you gonna call the channel? There's gonna be something so cringy, I bet. By the way, his old bar was called the Netherworld. You want to have a guess to what Mr. Freaking Alpine Star freaking Mad Max boots and his freaking braided ponytail here is going to call? Anyway, I love Eric. I'm very glad that. And the second you said you were out of gas, I was like, dude, let's go ride. Dr. Z, officially the most educated person I've ever had on the back of this motorcycle. Lolly came close, but she wasn't a doctor yet.
Yeah, but she was getting like a real
Huh? A real degree? What's a real degree? I graduated early in the 10th grade. I got a head start on the job market. Watch, I mean, Derek's over there going like, let me trick the brakes. Does the clutch work? Does it shift through all the gears? Freaking nerd. Like God loves an idiot. And we're off. We have Eric, the computer engineer, former bar owner, former DJ, former sexiest man of the month, Mr. Colorado himself back there with Tammy Z, Dr. Zarlengo on the back of the motorcycle with the accumulation of all the world's literary knowledge stored inside her head. Let me try not to bust it open. I don't know what might be contained up there in that noggin, and I certainly don't want to let it out into the world. Poor Eric, poor Buffalo Bill back there. Sometimes I think they must have gotten like an 8 and a B mixed up on our files, on our permanent records upstairs, because maybe downstairs for mine. Because Eric does everything right and he's nice to everybody, and I'm kind of a jerk and I do everything wrong, and I walk out of everything smelling like roses, and Eric always ends up grabbing the short end of the stick. I don't know if there's a life lesson to be learned there other than be nice to Eric. Or maybe one day they'll get our files all put together right and I'll actually get all the comeuppance that I've been avoiding these past 38 years. What better place to say, fuck it, dude, let's go ride, than to head right out to River's Edge. River's Edge is like, it's the home of dudes who say shit like, fuck it, dude, let's ride. That's where they go. That's a retirement home out there. So I think it's pretty appropriate for a day where I'm shirking every responsibility that I should be paying attention to because it's momentarily just minutes out of my control. So I'm just like, you know what, dude? Fuck it. Let's have a beer. Let's ride some motorcycles. Let's hang out with Eric and Tammy. Let's have some fun. Dang, the joint is freaking jumping. River's Edge, man, there's always a biker bar, and I still love it out here, don't get me wrong, but nowhere near as many bikes show up as they used to. It's all guys in Broncos, Jeeps, and dudes in boats nowadays. That's all right. I still love this place. Oh, dang, it looks like there's a few bikes out. Hell yeah. I can dig it, baby. Where are we going to park? Probably somewhere that's going to scare Eric because he's going to think he's going to drop his bike in front of everybody. Maybe he will. He would never forgive me if I made him drop his bike. But that's okay. I've never been forgiven by a whole lot of people. I got tons of practice at it. All right, it's beer 30, Tammy. Dr. Tammy. They call you Dr. Z? I love that. You sound like you're about to freaking cut James Bond's Johnson off with a fucking laser.
Sounds like a 1970s radio DJ.
Now coming up on your wacky morning drive, Dr. Z spinning another hit by BTO, baby. So, they all did a really great impression of you dropping your bike in the parking lot. It went something like this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wow.
Pretend you're the bike
No.
gonna drop.
All right, let's do it. Oh, no! I'm sorry, I love you. Come here. I'm fucking with you. Great fun.
What the fuck was happening?
They were doing a dramatic reenactment of her dropping her bike. Mike Branch just goes, it's the Golden Girl Corral up in this motherfucker. Woo. Hell yeah. Play a song. No, huh? All right. Yeah.
His cross is upside down though.
I know, dude. You eat oyster soup? You know they're an aphrodisiac.
Yes, I
They help you get it up when you drop it on the ground.
Watch me drop this real quick.
Legend says if you drop it low enough in the mirror, Ludacris will appear. I didn't make that up. Shay did. Anyway, Tammy, have one with Tammy's got a, if anybody has a fetish for a girl who can't eat in public and then gets filmed doing it, now's your time. Your time has come, baby. Wow, you actually did that really well. No wonder you don't do it for just anybody. Oh, hell yeah. Listen up, baby. Who doesn't love snot from a rock and a couple of hard-ons, all right? On River's Edge never disappoints, baby. This place is always hilarious. You guys be safe, all right? Don't suck any dicks, I wouldn't. Eric hasn't ridden for a little while. I think the last time he regularly rode a motorcycle was 1996. But, you know, he rode for a long time, so, you know, it's like riding a bike as I leave him at the stoplight. Whoops. He ran it. Turning them good boys bad. Eric's been a good boy his whole life. 5 miles down the road on a motorcycle with me and he's running red lights. I love it.
Where'd you get the pickle?
What pickle? From the, what do you think I got the pickle? From the gas station, Eric. It's a gas station pickle. All right, back in Ybor City where it's safe. Let's see what's cracking at the Dirty Shame. I heard Arab Honey forgot her bra at home today. Watch me kick it over. Would that be so funny? All right, still shirking my duties. Was hanging out with Eric, Tammy, and the whole gang the other day, not paying attention to the fact that I have a broken down motorcycle somewhere in the mountains of Virginia. But you know what? Like I said, I can't do anything about it right now, so I'm gonna screw off just a little bit more. Me and Shay Lisi are heading up to Bert's Black Widow because they said they got something pretty cool up there for us, or maybe pretty cool for Shay Lisi. But you know, what's cool for her is usually cool for me too, unless it's makeup.
Makeup's cool for everybody. It's 2022.
Can the Goldwing get me and Shay all the way to Bert's Black Widow? Come on, you can do it. You ain't allowed to rest yet. All right, Bangkok Bagger, back at it. The only bike that's never left me stranded. Did leave Shelby stranded once, and a testament to the Goldwing that I currently have another green motorcycle left in the mountains of West Virginia, or Virginia rather. I made it all the way back there. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll try those off-road trails on the Goldwing next. Well, what's the worst that could happen? And I will say, when it comes to eating miles, the Goldwing's a damn sight more comfortable than Old Dirty Bastard as well. Old Dirty Bastard wasn't exactly built for comfort. It wasn't built for speed either, and obviously it wasn't built to last. What was my off-road Sportster built for? I don't even freaking know, man. Fun. That's what it was built for fun. And even getting stranded in the mountains, it comes with its own set of challenges, but figuring it out, just figuring out how you're going to get out of there, which you guys will have to see in another video, and I still don't have it back yet, so I'm going to have to figure that part out too. It's still fun. Regardless, Project Raw Dog, Plan B, it's going to have to spend yet another night in the cold Virginia mountains. We're going to Bert's. I don't know exactly what's on fire there, but I will tell you, whatever is on fire, that's a big fire. Uh-oh. We almost lost that one. Just hold it, it'll be fine. Well, you know what? The Bangkok Bagger works hard. It deserves to lose a part on the highway every once in a while. We understand, okay? Always just lucky to have a passenger that can hold the parts that fall off of it. Very convenient. Parts falling off or not, I'll tell you, I love this bike for a long distance touring bike. Just even coming this 100 miles here to Bert's Black Widow just made me feel good. It made me feel good. It made me feel confident. Trust me, I love taking my Sportster on that long trip, but but it's still nice to remember that the GO 1500 exists and I can end the day not feeling like a bag of smashed assholes. I hear Shay bitching to her camera back there right now. I can hear what she's saying, but I know she's bitching because I just took her on a 100-mile, 80-mile-an-hour trip on this bike, and now parts are falling off of it that she's got to hold back there. I'm pretty confident in it, but I don't blame anybody else for not being confident. I know what this looks like, okay? I know it looks bad. Let's see what the boys up here at Bert's Black Widow got in store for us today. God, ask which restaurant I like better, the OCC Roadhouse or the Twisted Fork. I wouldn't even be able to tell you, man. It's like asking me to only save one kid from the fire. All right, Shade. Thank you. Yep, thanks for saving that for me.
Of course. I've been holding on to them both for a minute there.
All right, up here at Bert's, and it's always nice to go inside and see a salesperson do their job and be super nice about it. We just went in there and Bob very nicely tried to sell Shay a Sportster. He was very nice about it though. He was just like, oh, you upgrading? What you doing? Yeah, it was very cool, Bob, yeah. So shout out to Bob.
Oh, no.
He was very nice, and we had to be like, no, we're not actually, we're taking something home, but not one of these. Very cool dude, so go talk to Bob. I like the way you think. When you say you're difficult and someone just says, you're not difficult, you're unique. I'm like, yeah, baby, I like the sound of that. We can French it up all we want. Well, speaking of Frenching it up, Shay Lisi finally picked out a bike to ride. So here's the deal. I've gotten long-term tester bikes, and Flip's gotten long-term tester bikes. You know who hasn't got a long-term test from Bert's? Shay Lisi. So she finally managed. Yeah, finally managed.
Anything. I'm the youngest sibling, so usually I just get everybody's hand-me-downs, and that doesn't exclude persons.
I don't make the rules. I just work here. Okay. Anyway, Shay Lisi's.
Don't work here.
I don't work here.
All the work. I'm the backbone to this household.
Well, I'm the slimy, gelatinous, outer, non-shelled fat person around it. Anyway, Shaylee got her bike, and I was like, dude, you know, I know I've ridden a 131, but I want to see what the Road Glide ST is like. This is the new baddest engine you can get right off the showroom floor with no upgrades.
Never seen a Harley like this before.
The Road Glide? People love the Road Glide.
It was a joke.
Oh. I like the black and gold though. Black and gold, man. This has got blockhead written all over it.
Oh, I do see the gold now.
We'd have to change it to chrome, baby. Green and gold.
Some chrome.
Green and gold. That baby, let me tell you what, that's
Those look really fucking
green for the money, gold for the honeys. All right, and Spike is missing green. Anyway, Road Glide ST, 117, upgraded suspension, short bags, raised up height. Let's see what this thing's all about. You get on your bike.
Oh, sorry, don't give me a scratch in my head.
The Road Glide ST. This is the bike people are talking about when they're saying Harley's finally listens to its customers and listening to what they want. And these are the things that came out. It's the Lowrider ST with the fairing, the Road Glide ST, and I think it did a Street Glide ST as well. And again, this is what, whenever I get a bike, that's what I want to do, especially a Harley. Because you love a Harley for being a Harley. So you don't want, I like Harleys that look kind of factory, but just have just rip snorting engines, good suspension, and good brakes. So we got Brembo brakes all the way around. The suspension's been upgraded, and so is the motor. If that ain't a freaking package I can get behind, or you can get behind, I don't know what is, man, because that's exactly the kind of thing I like. I can't even remember the last time I was on a Road Glide on the channel. I was probably when I was talking crap about one, in which a lot of people hated me for. But watch the video. I mean, like, yeah, I was talking a little bit of crap. There goes Shaylee on hers. Even though I was talking crap about the Road Glide, it was a first year Milwaukee 8. It was choked down by California emissions. Like, it just was not the best bike to take the test on. And by the way, I did like the motorcycle overall. Just like with the first generation Milwaukee 8 107, I was just really shocked by how slow it was. Of course, I was riding it with myself, a passenger, and 2 weeks worth of luggage. So not exactly going to be the fastest bike with all that stuff loaded down on it. I'll say that's a whole hell of a lot better than that Road Glide I tested in California. This thing freaking snorts, man. Oh yeah. Dude, that feels so different from the 114. I don't know what else they did. They're like, okay, they only added a few cubic inches, but I don't know the rest of what's going on underneath the hood here, but it's got to have difference in cams, and of course it's got the open element air intake there. This feels like a way different animal, I'll tell you. You can tell because it just fucking... Boy, that'll freaking pull your arms out. This sucker jumps. Wow, I like this a lot. It's crazy getting off the Goldwing and getting onto this motorcycle. I'm just like, holy mackerel. Oh, it's another Shadetree Surgeon Special. It's only got one gas cap. I love that for me. How do you like it? Is it you lean too far forward? Well, she's making up her mind now, but this is the first one that she actually wanted to test ride today. That's crazy. I just looked over at that Sportster S. I haven't looked at the actual brakes yet. Now, all this stuff on the Harley, at least the brakes, are all Brembo brakes on the touring models. And I just looked over at that Nightster, and it had Brembo, at least a Brembo front master cylinder, and I don't believe that those bikes have a hydraulic clutch, but I could be wrong. But I saw actually branded Brembo, which is I don't know, the fact that I know there's a bunch of other things that should be like piquing my interest besides that, but I find that a really curious choice to brand it Brembo when they usually just have Brembos and brand them Harley Davidson. And I gotta imagine it's because like this new school Harley Davidson, man, with those, they want it to be branded Brembo because that's what makes it feel like I hesitate to say Japanese bike. Oh, I wonder if this thing could catch her. Well, I can at least catch her, but I don't know how hard she is trying. I bet that 975 rips. Yeah, I gotta look at the brakes. I wonder if the brakes are branded Harley or Brembo on that thing. And I wonder if they are branded Harley, if they are actually Brembo brakes like they have on these guys. Anyway, what was I talking about? Bike make cool sound. Bike go fast. I stopped thinking very good about things I should be talking about on the bike. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, this thing's moving. Ramming speed, baby. I like bike. I was like, what am I supposed to... I don't know. It's a Road Glide, man. It's a Road Glide, but it handles better and it goes faster. I like that. Right off on the showroom floor, nothing else. You just boom, you got your bike and you got your performance bagger. Let me tell you, it's, obviously I've ridden faster motorcycles, but this thing snorts, dude. It's gonna take you by surprise. Oh yeah, dude, I'm just barely getting to the throttle here. Front end just lifting right up. Bike is no joke. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know that some people are just like, oh, only a 117 when the 131 exists. I'm like, dude, there ain't no only about this thing right here, dude. It freaking moves. You'll be hard pressed to get tired of that. And, you know, if you do get tired of it, you're a couple modifications away from going much, much faster. I like it, man. This is what I wanted when I first rode the Road Glide for the very first time. This is what I wanted it to feel like. This is badass. Road Glide ST, let me tell you what, I like bike, baby. I think they got themselves a winner here. All right, I like bike. I ain't even gonna ask. This thing is too freaking cool for school, man. And again, I like this, especially jumping off my Goldwing. Dude, oh my gosh, the betrayal, ultimate anime betrayal. It only takes me seconds. Curse your obvious and inevitable betrayal. Yes, I get on the Road Glide. I'm just like, oh my God, I would really like to leave the poor Bangkok bagger here and ride this home instead. When you're riding the Bangkok bagger, which I love it. When you're riding that bike, it don't take, pretty much you could betray it for almost anything on the showroom floor out here. That poor thing's struggling sometimes. All right, well, I'm sitting over here just crying a river because Shay Lisi is riding home this badass bike for a long-term test. She's just crying, and Gunner comes up and he goes, "Dry your eyes. Dry your eyes, you little bitch." His exact words. I'm just kidding, he didn't say that. He said, "Dry your eyes, shade tree." He goes like, "I don't want Shay Lisi to feel special either, so you should take home the Road Glide ST."
Yeah. I'm always reminded I'm your sidekick.
Oh no, not by me.
Oh no, never by you.
Yeah, it's everyone else. Since I am taking the ST home right now for a long-term test, that means the mail order glide, the poor Bangkok bagger, once again cursing my obvious and inevitable betrayal. It didn't take much, dude. I sold this guy out for real cheap immediately too. I didn't have to think about it twice. I mean, come on, man. I love my bike, and I'll eventually get it back, but let me tell you what, man, I know where every single scratch, dent, rust spot, crack, missing screw, leaking oil, I know where they all are.
Document it all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around this and document all the damage. I like how today's turning out. Sometimes life ain't bad, man. I don't know what happened to this dirty hobo swamp wizard where I freaking always end up landing shiny side up, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I say lucky. I sitting here tempting the fates, just saying the gods love an idiot, and we pull right out of Birch right into a thunderstorm. One of these days I'll learn to keep my big mouth shut. Until then, I'm gonna keep on bragging and talking shit until somebody closes it for me, which happens more than you might think. Again though, I cannot believe how lucky we are to have somebody who believes in the channel like Bert's Barracuda and Bert's Black Widow does. And that's from Bert himself. You guys have seen the videos where we're out partying with Bert. We have a good time. Like Bert and Gunner and everyone up there, they're our actual in real life friends. Easy for me to say that about Bert's because I'm up there hanging out with everybody. We're at the dealership. We hear everybody's stories of how they get treated up there. We have people who watch the channel come in all the time. But man, I'll tell you, we've just been friends for years at this point. Now, it may sound like I'm trying to suck somebody's dick over here. It may sound like I'm just trying to pump them up for, you know, like obviously I'm riding away on a bike to do a long-term test on. And, you know, I know Harley Davidson flies people all around, but it ain't everybody that's going to sit there like a dealership on the level. This is Bert's, you know, this isn't Harley Davidson who's giving me this bike. This is Bert's Barracuda and Bert's Black Widow, both me and Shay Lisi, because they like bike too, and they like what we do. And it feels pretty good to have somebody believe in you like that. Why, God? Why? I just like, what cruel, unjust, and uncaring God would make us sit at this stoplight for over 30 seconds in the Florida heat? Okay, that's what I thought, God. I'm just kidding. Please don't strike with lightning. Anyway, looks like even though I was yelling at God to change a stoplight, he's still going to allow me to not get rained on. So, big ups, man. He's a supporter of the channel, too, apparently. No, man, I will tell you, it just, you know, I've had the support of everybody in the comment section, everybody who watches the videos and leaves a like on them, and the Discord guys. Like, I have plenty of people who support me, who believe in me. It feels good. Like I always say, my sponsors are you guys, the people who are watching the channel. Y'all are the one who make it happen. So that's my sponsors. If you're watching this video right now, that's you. And even though I do things my way, me and Shay Lisi might be a little bit rough around the edges. I might smell every once in a while. She might cuss a little too much. You know what? We got to know Bert, and
Man, Bert's old school. I'll tell you, he's pretty much cut from the same dirty, greasy, grimy cloth that we are. He's older, so I guess we'd be cut from his cloth. Anyway, with being able to do whatever I want, say whatever I want about the bike, and have that sort of freedom from a dealership, from a local dealership, that really means a lot to me. So, big ups to Bert, and let me know down in the comments what you want to see on the Road Glide ST, and make sure you head over to Shay Lisi's channel for her first thoughts on the Sportster. Well, sorry, the Nightster. Head over and see what she thinks of that, because her video should be coming up right after this one. As always, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Big ups to all my boys who always make every single premiere. I appreciate you guys. I see you, and chat with y'all in the premieres is one of my favorite things I do all week. Shout out to my Discord people for helping me out so much over my trip and being a place where I could go and, you know, let loose and vent and be really honest. Those guys are always there for me. I appreciate it. Everyone in the comments section, everyone who likes the videos, because I know there's a lot of people who like the video, never leave a comment. I meet them in real life, and I never even got to talk to you before that day. So let me tell you, for a dirty hobo swamp wizard who looks like he just crawled up the underside of a mossy rock, smelling like yesterday's beers and leftover cigarettes, I'm a pretty lucky dude, and I got a lot of people in my life who support me, who care about me, and who help me make this whole this whole thing happen, man. That's gonna about do it for this one. Too much touchy-feely. Watch Shay's video, and stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe and ring that bell, because, as I said, the Sportster is still currently in the mountains somewhere in an undisclosed location, awaiting for me to go rescue it. So all my Dirtster summer videos coming out soon. But spoiler alert, I didn't make it home. That's gonna about do it for this one, y'all. Till next time, keep it weird.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together.